happen like that.
We got to find out. We got a lot of people that are listening to us here in the pool. We got to see if there's any Giants fans here.
Giants fans are Cowboys. There's always a stinking Cowboys fan here.
We're broadcasting live from the pool at Harrah's here in Atlantic City. It's the NFL Sunday Splash. We gave away 10 pairs of VIP tickets, so the winners can come on down. Their names are at the desk, and it's a great value. It's
it's a great time to food.
Buffet before the first 1 o'clock game and 4 o'clock game, and at halftime of both games. So come on down to the pool at Harrah's for the NFL Sunday Splash. We got a great game today. You're going up to the game, right, Carlin?
I'm going to go up as soon as we're done here. Yeah, I have some friends coming. I'm going to spend an hour here, right. And then it just happened last night that I'm going to go up to the game.
Are you?
Yeah,
I might see you up there. Yeah.
Right.
You got me parking.
Well, yeah, I got you parking.
All right, Q. Let me ask you about the quarterback situation. Is prior to Gardner Minshew starting, getting playing time, filling in for the injured Jalen Hurts, people were saying that he could possibly be the best backup quarterback in the league. His two performances leave a little bit to be desired. He hasn't played. The Cowboys game wasn't that bad, but the New Orleans Saints game, he looked horrible.
Yeah, he did look horrible. So this is a big game. Jalen's going to play, but he's got games taped on his two last games, and he is auditioned for another job. Right. He wants to be a starting quarterback in the league next year.
If he's going to audition off last week's tape,
I
don't think he's going to get any takers.
Yeah, you're right.
He's in trouble.
But he is a good serviceable backup quarterback for Jalen, and he's good in the clubhouse. That's the main thing.
The Philadelphia Eagles, defensively, their front four have been playing extremely well. 4 defensive linemen with multiple sacks, the double-digit sacks, and Hassan Reddick, Haddon Heights native.
Yep, Temple boy.
Yep. Leads the team with 16, only behind Nick Bosa, the 49ers.
Yeah, what I really like is I like the personnel matches up with their defensive scheme wise, and they're gelling, and they all get it. They're real comfortable in the defense they're playing, and you see that in their play.
So, Brad, let me get your opinion on this. With the fact that the Eagles had such an outstanding beginning of the season, at one point they were 13-1. Then they start to get hit with the injury bug. Do you think that the players kind of took off the accelerator? And then they're human. Do you think they took off a little bit off the accelerator? Off the accelerator. Because the Saints aren't a team that you like scares you. Everybody's like, if you look at everybody's prediction, no one predicted the Saints to win.
And remember, they had a backup quarterback too.
Right. Yeah. So here's what's happening. There's a couple guys, they run into the rookie wall. You got a good veteran team there on offensive and defensively. They're saying, listen, guys, we know we can play at a high level. We've shown it to people in the league. Let's don't touch the panic button. Internally, they're saying this. We're fine. Just keep on playing. Get yourself healthy. And when the time comes to playoff time, they're going to be a different team. You literally turn on a switch like that.
You think the guys can just turn it on?
Yeah,
today?
They can.
So in your mind, are you confident today? Because I'm not. Yesterday I said on the show that I'm worried about today's game. And even though the Giants aren't playing, Danny Dimes and Barkley's not playing, I still think, remember what we did to them a couple of years back? We prevented the Giants from getting into the playoffs. Do they? I know the player. You're
division game.
Listen, it's a division game.
You always say that the past doesn't play into what the today's players are thinking. Like, they're not worried about what happened a couple of years ago.
No, they don't. They don't even think about that. But the fact that they want the home field advantage and a week off, they're gonna play with that intensity today.
No problem.
No problem.
No problem today. But 14 points is a lot of points.
Everybody said everybody.
14 is a lot of points.
From Grayson to the Guru, everybody on the crew here at the locker room. Everybody, Mike Gill, everybody said last week the Eagles are going to win.
Yeah, but they are. They're going to win. 14 is a lot of points.
That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points.
They're not going to cover that.
I don't think they can.
Remember, we're not playing against Vegas here with points.
No, but we are sitting in Harrah's Casino. It's a beautiful facility.
To me, if I'm a player, I don't care if I win by 1 or I win by 3.
Players don't.
But in the NFL, don't you need style points? Not like college. No. By the way, Q, you lost Carlin. He used to be a Big Ten guy.
Yeah.
Now he's an SEC guy.
He's a front runner. That's a front runner.
All right. We're broadcasting live from the pool at Harrah's, the NFL Sunday Splash. This is the place to watch football, man. NFL experience is number one. over 30 big screen TVs, 2 huge screens at either end of the pool, and of course the VIP buffet is a very good buffet. They got the cheesesteak, they got the meatballs,
all the
subs.
food, all the hot tubs going, all the bars are open. I mean, this is the place to be.
Yeah, come on down. Come on down.
First hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing in the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Hey, the Locker Room in Blitz's Market want to discount your Eagles game day meal. During the Eagles season, on game day, get a turkey or Italian hoagie for just $5 when you mention the Locker Room. Get down to Blitz's all season long at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Blitz's now has online ordering at blitzesmarkets.com, or give them a call at 609-399-9983. We will extend that through the playoffs. I know Dave and Joe Newman are big Eagles fans, so they want to keep it going. Keep
the mojo going.
All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here as we broadcast live from the pool at Harrah's for the NFL Sunday Splash. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, and 3-time All Big Ten linebacker Brad Cross right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Here's what you missed on Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
It's critically important, Key. Critically important. You got to get the mojo back in this football team. And the mojo is 2 words. Jalen Hurts. Everything that we're hearing out of South Philly on the QT is that he's going to start in this football game against the New York Football Giants. And it couldn't come at a better time. They got to get their mojo back on offense. And it's got to start right away.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max. Weekday mornings at 6 on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Randazzo's Pizza. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza. Randazzo's Pizza.
Yep.
It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years. Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're #1.
I studied Spanish in college and never got fluent. But then I tried Babbel.
Want the most effective way to learn another language? In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons will have you learning another language in as little as 3 weeks.
Babbel gets you speaking quickly about things you actually talk about in the real world.
University studies have shown that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a semester of college Spanish. If you want to learn a new language, there's no better way than Babbel. Go to Babbel.com to try Babbel for free. That's BABBEL.com.
There's nothing better than the comforts of home, except maybe the comforts of a natural gas home. You'll love the reliable heat, plentiful hot water, and precise cooking temperatures that natural gas can offer. Not to mention the efficiency, reliability, and savings only natural gas can deliver. Make the switch to natural gas today and bring home even more comfort. Learn more at southjerseygas.com/lovemyhome or call us at 1-218-217-4864.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back here in the locker room. Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, three-time All-Big Ten linebacker from Iowa. Brad Quast is with us today as we broadcast live from the pool at Harris for the NFL Sunday Splash. And this is the last regular season game of the year. Our last broadcast here at the pool. We've had a lot of fun, Mike.
We've had a lot of fun. I mean, here we are, first week in January, and I'm sitting in shorts.
Right?
Shorts and flip-flops. You got your flip-flops out.
I got my flops. I got my bathing.
Yeah.
And all you guys are blowing out on.
Yeah, and I just want you to, pull out your speedo.
I got my speedo. I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to take advantage of the jacuzzi down there. I'm going to eat the VIP food, and then I'm going to lounge all day.
Okay, good.
Well, all you guys abandoned me.
Oh, good.
All right, I'll be here. Because there's over 30 big screen TVs. They got huge.
Well, the sun's coming in. It looks like we're in the desert.
Right? Yeah, it does. What do you feel like you're in Vegas, right?
Yes.
It's awesome. The Philadelphia Eagles with the number one ranked defense, total defense.
You know what's going to happen today?
But they're going to have a
record. We're going to have a record broke
We're going to have a record.
What's the record?
So we are 4 sacks away from tying the Chicago Bears.
84 Bears. 84 Bears. That was the monsters of the Midwest.
I don't want them to get 84.
They're going. 4 sacks.
4 tie. 5
That's my home team.
Okay, and ready for the other one? It's going to be broken today. AJ Brown has 9 yards. He'll be Mike Quick.
Mike Quick's a great guy. We've had him on the show several times. But we see Mike Quick out every once in a while. You and I, and one of the nicest guys ever.
He's great. He's a great guy, and I see a lot of them in the summer. A lot of golf players.
All right, Q, as a former player, when you get down to the end of the season and teams aren't playing their starters, how hard is it for, is it hard for these? I know they're professionals and they get paid for their job, but they're humans. Your guys are human. Is it hard? Is that in the back of their minds? Is it hard for them to get up? I mean, I don't know how the Eagles can't get up for this game. It's a must-win.
So 2 things. You're a professional. You get ready for the game. You're getting paid on Mondays, and plus a lot of guys are pretty close to getting their incentives. Their incentives in the contract. So they're looking at their incentives, and I want to get paid. Playing time, tackles, receiving yards, passing, everything. They're looking to try to get that extra check, and just kind of help me if you're in the playoffs, get ready, not only get physically ready for the playoffs. So it's not a matter of getting up and down. We're talking about top order high school kids. These kids are professional athletes, and they're going to be ready, prepared to play football today.
Mike Carlin, you're not worried in the least, right? This is today. So the spread's 14. You think the Eagles can cover that spread?
No.
So you don't. So then that's not. So that's what I'm saying. You're so being like you're so cavalier. You're like no problem, but then you're saying, well, they won't cover that spread.
Well, the spread's 2 touchdowns. We might 10, 12 points. I think it's one of these games that we're going to be winning. And maybe they score a touchdown with 3.
They're going to get a backdoor cover.
Speaking of winning. How about our former coach, Doug Peterson? He goes down to Jacksonville, turns that program around. Overnight, 9-8. They win the division last night.
So there's the key right there. So it's coach, quarterback, franchise quarterback relationship. Trevor, they had a relationship, and he got the most out of them, and that's what Doug's known for. Bring the most out of the quarterback. He's a player's coach.
But he's a player's coach. He's learning. Trevor Lawrence played pretty well last night. I think he conducts himself. I think he's learning. I think he even came out and said he's seeing the field better.
the game's slowing down for him a little bit.
He's a stud.
Yeah.
He's an absolute stud.
Yeah.
Absolute stud.
You know what? He's forget this year. When he goes into the offseason, he'll have a whole offseason to work with one-on-one.
Just think how good he'll be by next year.
He's going to be great. And he's got a couple more receivers around him in the personnel, and then a couple more Doug's play calling. He's a stud. He'll be one of the best quarterbacks, top 5 in the league. I mean, his athleticism and what he did in college and his ability is just off the charts.
We talked about that.
Well, he could be. I mean, give me 4 names that you think are in the running.
Oh man, Shanahan.
Shanahan?
Yeah. Exactly. Shanahan. I like our guy.
Sirianni, right?
And then
how about the guy up there? How about
I mean, look what he's done with that program.
Right.
I mean,
the Giants. I mean,
they were terrible.
Billy, I'll give you 3 names. You ready? Billy, I'll give you 3 names.
Yeah, give me 3 names, Josh.
3 names. Here we go. Abel, Peterson, Sirianni.
How about Detroit? The guy in Detroit.
If he makes a post.
But he turned that whole thing around. I mean, the guy that Detroit's playing, I mean, they're relevant.
Yes, yeah. So when do they pick for that?
At the end of the year.
So you gotta get the honors on the week of.
Right.
So we got a couple of weeks.
Dan Campbell.
Who makes fun? Yeah, I like Dan Campbell. Who makes fun? That would be a big part.
Yeah, but it's regular season. It's not playoffs.
I know, but still,
you think that comes into play?
Yeah, it comes.
Because I think Nick Sirianni.
I think Doug's right there.
I think
we expected the Eagles to be good this year. Did you expect Jacksonville to make the
playoffs? No. You don't know. I didn't expect the
Eagles to be like this.
No. That's just okay.
The goal was to get 10.
Yeah.
But
Eagles exceeded expectations.
Okay. I think so. I think Sirianni definitely should be in that conversation.
Absolutely.
I just don't need to win.
How about so Shanahan up in for San Fran?
He's in it. You keep going. To me, it's done.
Right.
What they did last night and the week building up to this to make the playoffs, everybody literally had to think about next year.
So, Danny Dimes, I mean, if you look at the Giants receivers, Darius Slayton, Richie James, I mean, Sterling Shepard and Galladay, I mean, they're not setting the world on fire.
Names in the past.
All right, I mean, these guys, Saquon Barkley,
he's healthy. When Barkley's healthy, he's one of the best.
Yes.
I mean, he's the best, but he just got to stay healthy.
Our broadcast live from the pool in Harris for the NFL Sunday Splash. Got to come on down. This is a great place to watch the NFL. 30 screen TVs here, 2 huge screens at either end of the pool. The VIP buffet before the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games, and of course at halftime. Both games. We'll be here watching the games today, and we get the Eagles at 4:25 against the Giants. It's still, even though the Giants, I mean, they're in the playoffs at 9-6-1. Doesn't matter what they do; they're locked in.
Today's game means nothing to them. Absolutely nothing. It means everything to us. So I don't care what anybody says about win or lose or how anybody can be scared about today's game. Is you're crazy.
I think they got the 14.
I don't care about that.
I just get so. This bothers me because leading up the last 2 weeks, the Eagles have last week they didn't play well at all as a team. The week before that, playing against the Cowboys wasn't much better.
So what if they come out in the first quarter? They look flat.
They're going. That's what I think.
Carlin, if they come out and the Eagles look flat the first series offensive team, I mean,
I'm not.
Okay.
I got to remember he hasn't played 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
remember, the last thing we want is to be playing our starters this whole game.
Right.
Okay. So I'll answer me that question at halftime. We're going into halftime, and this is 14-10 or something like that. Then I'd be a little nervous because in the third quarter, I'm hoping our starters are out of this game.
Okay. So I don't want to see that, down 21-0, and then we just give up a white flag and then pull our starters out.
Well, I mean,
we're up. No,
they're up. They're up, and they say,
I don't see the Giants getting up on them. They're not playing their starters. But that being said, we might not be ready for this game given the way they played the last 2 weeks. That's my point. Everybody's so confident. I'm not as confident as you guys are. All right, you know what I am confident about? Our first sponsor. First hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey, PA.
Surety Title.
For more information, call my good friend Ron Cochran at 856-988-8900. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the main line. It's located just minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations. And invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli mid-size sedan or the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy of being called Maserati. Maserati, the mainline, also leads the nation certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality Maseratis available on the market. Your experience is not at the point of the sale, as Maserati, the mainline, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati motor car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi at RDS Auto Group at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800. Visit them online anytime, MOTML.com. All right, when we return, we'll be talking with Fox 29 News Sports Anchor Scott Grayson. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Brad Quast, and Mike Carlin right here as we broadcast live from the pool at Harrah's on 97.3 ESPN.
This is the radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. The Eagles continue the season today, hosting the New York Giants.
Outbound milk.
What's the man's name again? Yeah, you guys see that? You picked it up first. You picked that up first.
He comes walking out.
This is where the
made a little tune. I almost slipped. He did it. He did it because that jerseys of. I was going to say, yeah.
On 97.3 ESPN.
What's that guy, Darius?
Boardwalk Honda from Miami. Nobody beats a Boardwalk EMT Solar and Roofing. Go to ESPNSolar.com to see if you qualify.
Number 3.
Make the switch and bank with your only community credit union, BMW of Atlantic City. And you think anytime at BMW
I saw a torn bicep off
plumbing and heating.
97.3 ESPN FM is your official home in South Jersey for Eagles football.
Train presents The Unstoppables.
So she's obviously having a problem.
For those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning. Those comfort kings with the tireless total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today. Free training system.
Where was our commissioner? Where's the guy making
1200 or online at cnjplumber.com.
Don't tell me he doesn't have a computer. I mean, why didn't we hear from him? He's married to a Fox News anchor.
But I guess
he's our leader.
Suffer from unintentional
He's the one
injuries.
telling us what's going on.
We didn't hear from him, or we didn't hear
County moms demand action. South Jersey for your help to reduce gun
I
violence.
thought that was weird.
Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
What's the name?
Visit FloridaCounty.com/Be-Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you.
Who's that coach of the New York Giants?
Your time of day, you're the ones that it does.
Dabble.
Here for you. With
You might
professional
need to
radio,
turn up the Fly Eagles Fly mode.
real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call clickgranger.com or just stop by. Granger,
And then
for
the
the
whole song
ones
play through all like 40 seconds, whatever it is.
At my age, I never dreamed I'd be dealing with opioid addiction.
Always that's on.
How much time, Josh?
Injury was bad, but the cravings were way worse.
Then I heard about 844-REACH-NJ.
They connected me to treatment, and I had a healthy baby.
Reach and J, the calls that made the difference.
Thank goodness
Scott
I
Grayson's
made the
here.
call.
So it just says devices not connected. I think he's struggling.
If
Oh, wait.
you or someone you love is struggling with addiction, call 844-REACH-NJ from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back here in the locker room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, 3-time All-Big Ten linebacker Brad Quast, as we broadcast live from the pool at Harrah's here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. The NFL Sunday Splash. This is the place to be. Pool's filling up, Carlin.
Sorry about that. My mic wasn't on.
Last regular season game of the year, and all season long, we get the keys to the game with Scott Grayson, sponsored by Brill Pools and Spas. They've been installing custom night pools for over 40 years. Give them a call at 1-800-355-POOL or visit vanbrillpools.com. Stay cool in a Van Brill pool and ask for Mike Van Brill. Tell them the locker room sent you. Without any further ado, let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome in the Fox 29 news anchor, Scott Grayson. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you guys doing?
And we're having a hard time hearing Scott. Continue to talk there.
Check 1, 2.
Scott Grayson, he's not in. This is our last regular season game of the season, and it comes down to the Eagles in a must-win situation. They have to win this game to get home field advantage and win the division.
Yep.
Scott, you there now?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Got you, buddy.
Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Hi.
All right. Scott, last regular season game, it comes down to this. It's a must-win.
It is, and today's the day, gentlemen. Today's the day they get that number 1 seed. And here's why. The last couple, well, there's multiple reasons, but the biggest one to me, they did not play the last 2 weeks like a team, especially last week, like a team with any kind of sense of urgency. They knew they still had this week in their back pocket that they could come out and still, take care of that top seed. So to me, there's got to be a sense of urgency. You're going to notice in the first couple minutes whether or not it's there. You don't take for granted who's on the other side of the field. They're all still NFL players, even if they are backups. So you got to come out today. You take what's yours. You play like you're going to go out and get what's yours, no matter who's on the other side of the ball. And that's what I'm looking for today. I want to see this team play with that sense of urgency, rally around the return of Jalen Hurts and some other starters that are out there. And hopefully, they do their jobs well and they can even take maybe the second half or at least the fourth quarter off.
I was really extremely concerned at the end of the game last week. That team, not only they didn't play well, they didn't look like they were into it. At times they looked like they weren't on the coaching staff and the players weren't on the same page. It really worried me, Scott.
It was ugly. It was ugly all around. There just didn't seem to have that focus or that. And it made you wonder, like, what was going on behind the scenes with that game plan. That was not called well for Gardner Minshew. And some of the questions I had was Gardner changing the play at the line of scrimmage. To have that many pass plays at the beginning of the game just made no sense to me. And there's a reason for it. We won't know what it is because those guys are going to play it close to the vest behind the scenes. But something was off. Something was definitely off last week. And the great thing about this game and what the position they put themselves in was it doesn't matter if they go out and do what they need to do today. And that's the bottom line. They just can't beat themselves.
Right. They got to come out guns a-blazing today because, it's a must-win. We're talking with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News. Of course, you can check out Grayson's grades, 97.3ESPN.com, and every Monday with Mike Gill for Grayson's grades on the Sports Bash. Scotty Grayson, what I'm worried about today, and as with my co-host, you and everybody else, like everybody was so sure that the Eagles, we all picked them. I'm going back over my notes over the last 2 weeks. Everybody had the Eagles winning and winning big. and I'm concerned today. I know they're not playing their starters. I know all the everything, but I'm concerned that the Eagles they're trending down, Scott. They're not trending up.
I don't agree, Scott.
Billy, we're taking Billy off the cliff.
Right.
He's
I'm
serious.
serious. You guys are all laughing.
Listen, Scott, you speak the way you want to speak. Don't let them walk you into this.
I'm telling you, look, I got the notes right here. We all picked them out in blowout fashion last week. The same thing we did for the Cowboys game. That's all I'm saying.
Here's why I can tell you I misread last week. I put too much stock in Gardner Minshew and how he looked against the Dallas Cowboys. Look, he's a backup quarterback for a reason, and he might be a starter next year somewhere, but he's inconsistent. His decision-making was off last week, and we just expected we would see the same Gardner Minshew. In my opinion, that's what I thought. No, the whole game, look, the defense only gave up 13 points, Billy. They only gave up 13 points. And 7 of that was on the first drive. So, to me, you've got a very good defense still there. And there's things that I get frustrated with Jonathan Gannon about. But ultimately, you can't argue with the fact that, look, you give up 13 points in the NFL. In today's NFL,
you should win, right?
You should win the game. Now, you got Jalen Hurts back. You saw after the game some of the stuff A.J. Brown said. Look, these guys didn't believe in Gardner Minshew to lead them the way that Jalen Hurts does. And I expect the lift that Jalen Hurts will give these guys playing at home again today. To me, Billy, the NFL is a week-to-week league. I think I've learned that over the last, 10 years of watching the league as closely as I have, that you can't put too much stock in one week to bleed into the next, especially with some of the personnel changes. You get Chauncey Gardner-Johnson back. You get some depth on the defensive line back with Robert Quinn today. And today it's about shaking off rust for him, I would imagine. Gardner-Johnson, it's about, shaking off some rust with him as well and getting these guys ready for the postseason, which is hopefully 2 weeks away for this team. But I'm not as concerned. I don't think you need to have the Chicken Little approach today and think the sky is falling with this team. I know the last 2 weeks have been rough, but to their credit, they put themselves in position where they could they could have these letdowns and still recover and get that top seed. To me, that's what it's all about today. 1 week to help define your season as a success going into the playoffs.
Yeah, and I think Scott too. I think they probably the veterans over at the complex, Novacare complex, pulled them together. Said, guys, let's get our stuff together here. We know what's at stake. They had probably a real intense, 2 workday practices. Got the rust off. Like some of the guys are coming back, and I think they'll be fine. You'll see that in the first series how they come out and play. And hopefully they have a bounce back. They will. There's no doubt about it. They know what's at stake.
Remember, there's a record. There's a reason why we were 13-3 at one point.
Yeah, exactly.
We're the best team in football.
Okay.
We'll show it to you. We're
got to
home.
talk me down off the ledge, Grayson, because
the
I'm
weather's
worried.
good. The weather's good. We're at home. And like Quan just said, these guys know what they're playing for.
Carlin's going to the game today, so he's happy.
But you didn't work all hard all year to get to this point and then throw a bust game. They're going to come out with all cylinders today.
All right. Every Sunday at this time, we get the keys to the game from Scott Grayson, brought to you by Brill Pools. All right, Scotty, what are the 3 keys to the games today in your mind? What do the Eagles need to do to win today?
I talked about one of them right off the shoot, which was a sense of urgency. Like I said, I don't care that it's the Giants' second or third teamers out there. You need to go out there and take care of your business today and play for what you're playing for. I don't care if it was like a high school team on the other side of the field. This team needs to play like an animal with their backs against the wall. They have to have that sense of urgency today. This should be a playoff mentality to these guys. They're playing for something today. So I want to see them go out right out of the chute, and I want to see that sense of urgency today. The second thing, really, it's just about not beating yourself. We've seen it too many times in the past. Some of the cadences were off with the backup quarterback. I get that. Today you got your starter back. I don't want to see all these false start penalties, especially at home. Like, don't beat yourself today. That's the only way, in my opinion, they lose this game, is if they're turning it over and they beat themselves. Last thing today really is I want to see this team have some fun. I want to see this team going into the playoffs with some fun. I want to see them out there enjoying themselves today on both sides of the ball. The sacks on the one side and the celebrations that go along with it. Force some turnovers today. I mean, just go out there and have a great time. And I think if they do those 3 things, there's no doubt in my mind they win this game by double digits.
Hey, listen, the Philadelphia Eagles, one thing you cannot do, and it's been proven time and time again, don't turn the ball over. You saw when they turned the ball over 4 times what happens. You can't win games turning the ball over in the NFL.
No, it's true. I mean, that was the big reason why they were undefeated in the first half of the year. Their turnover margin was awesome. I mean, just flat out awesome. They weren't turning it over and they were taking it away at the same time. The last few weeks, it's been flipped. And that's the reason why you lose. In this league, if you turn the ball over, you will lose games. That's the bottom line. And that's the biggest thing today. The easiest way to beat themselves today is going to be to turn it over. So protect that football, take care of it, go home, win the game. Don't get any big injuries today either. I mean, let's get these guys. They're finally getting healthier. Let's see what happens going into the playoffs and get that bye week. I mean, they need that rest.
Yeah, they sure do.
And no touchdowns on special teams. No special team errors.
Yep. You know, if God forbid if the Eagles lose, that wall would have been bridged.
Carlin will be jumping off. He'll be jumping off.
We got jumpers.
He'll be jumping. Yeah. Philly will go nuts, Scotty.
Billy sounds like the kind of guy who's literally going to be sitting on the edge of his seat for the.
I am. I'm going to be on the edge of my seat, Carlin, and Grayson. I'm just, I'm worried. But listen,
this team's too good.
This team's too good.
This team is too good.
They had such a great year. They need to win this game to complete the story of 2022.
Well, I will say this. In my opinion, if they don't get the bye, right? If they don't win this game today, I'm just going to say this. If they don't get the 1 seed today, it means they probably end up losing the division as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you got to go to Tampa. Everybody, I think, in their mind has built in that they've got next week off already. I think that's just human nature. They know they have to go out and take care of business today. But if that happens, we could be looking at a serious meltdown and letdown next week if that came to it. I don't think that's going to be the case. So, Billy, calm down, relax. Now, look, not only playing for that bye, but they've got wives and family members who are looking forward to having them home a little bit more next week. And they got to get it done.
All right, Scott Grayson, it's that time. It's time for your prediction on the 17th game of the season for the Philadelphia Eagles.
No doubt in my mind today. They get it done. They get it done. They win by double digits. In fact, you're going to look at the starters coming out in the second half at some point in the third quarter because they're going to be just pulling away from this. I'm going Eagles big, 38-13.
38
so they cover the 14.
And they cover
the number. They cover the 14.
All right, Scott Grayson, it's been a great year. We really appreciate talking to you each and every Sunday. And, of course, we'll have you throughout the playoffs. Scott Grayson, let's go Birds, and thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks, Scotty.
Good job, Scott.
Thanks, Billy. Calm down.
There he is, Scott Grayson with the keys to the game, brought to you by Brill Pools and Spas. They've been installing custom night pools for over 40 years. Give them a call at 1-800-355-POOL or visit VanBrillPools.com. Stay cool in a Van Brill pool. Ask for Mike Van Brill and tell him the locker room sent you. That's Scott Grayson on the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline. I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Hey, just about everybody in our areas heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that's run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, we're broadcasting live from the pool at Harrah's for the NFL Sunday Splash. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, and Brad Quast right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Ryan Radke here from Sunday Night Football on Westwood One. Join Mike Golick and me for NFC North action from Lambeau Field when Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers host Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions. The Vikings have clinched the division title, but the final playoff spot is still on the line. Join us to find out who's in and who's out. Lions at the Packers on Sunday Night Football.
Listen to Sunday Night Football on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins after Eagles football.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Upside, the free app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back just for buying the gas I was going to buy anyway.
But is it a hassle to use?
No, it's super fast and easy, and I can cash out whenever I want.
That's a total no-brainer. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TIME for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code TIME. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TIME for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TIME.
Hi, it's Pete from Chickie and Pete's. Can't go to the game? Be at the center of the action at Chickies and Pete's, your favorite local sports bar, and enjoy our exclusive in-game experience. The sound surrounds you. The energy takes over. You feel like you're at the game, but you're only at Chickies and Pete's. Even better, no concession lines. Go to Chickies and Pete's on game day for our one-of-a-kind in-game experience. You're in the game at Chickies and Pete's.
Check out Chickies and Pete's all-new happy hour. Every weekday starting at 4:30 p.m. Enjoy select craft beers, seltzers, and wines for $5, plus feature cocktails for $7. And our special happy hour food menu. We call it the Bar Board, with world-famous crab fries, tasty pretzel nuggets, and get ready, fried cheese and pepperoni with crispy bacon and Dijon cheese sauce. Chickies and Pete's all-new happy hour every weekday starting at 4:30 p.m. Chickies and Pete's.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back here live at the pool at HARRAH'S for the NFL Sunday Splash. This is the place to be at your NFL headquarters. It's been a wonderful season, 2022, Carlin, doing the games, the pregame show here and yesterday. It's great being out with the
first time here, and hope it's not our last time. We're already talking about next year, and I mean, this has been the place to go. Like we said in the very beginning, if you weren't going to the stadium and watching it live, this is where you want to be. And if you're now an NFL fan, be able to watch our game and all the other games going on at the same time, this is definitely the place to be.
Yeah, this is nice down here.
Over 30 big screen TVs, 2 gigantic TVs at either end of the pool. Of course, you have the VIP buffet. We give away 10 pairs of tickets during the show yesterday. So if your name's on the list, come on
down.
I'm watching people,
people are swimming. They're in the jacuzzi. There are guys working out. Look
Imagine
at this
if you want something to eat, you want a burger, you go to Bobby's Burger Bar.
Right.
You want a chicken sandwich, you Guy Fieri's chicken. I mean, anything you want is right here.
Right here. Everything's here.
This is NFL headquarters. It has been all season long. All right, guys, Grayson's gotten them winning big, and I just – I deep down in my bowels I feel that this team should blow the Giants away.
But some holding back.
Holding me back because the last 3 weeks everybody said the same thing.
But remember what we've been saying all year long. You know what made this team really good? the idea that if someone got hurt, our second teamers and our third teamers were
Depth.
really strong.
Depth.
Our depth was great.
But is our depth more better than the Giants?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because that's what we're going to see.
That's
today.
what I'm. Yeah, that's
That's
exactly
what we're going to see.
That's
today.
exactly right. That's
So
what
we're
I
going to
keep
see.
saying.
So the depth.
When they
we'll
say
see.
they're not going to play their
but you
starters,
guys,
that's great.
But Mike, everybody was so overconfident the last 2 weeks. And for them to come out and play as horrible as they did. Now, Q, you weren't with us yesterday, and the week before we talked about. When a good coach will get a quarterback to play hit to his strengths, not to the system. Remember, Micah Parsons said that Jalen Hurts it's not Jalen Hurts, it's the system. Then we put in Gardner Minshew, we see that it's not the system, it's the quarterback. Jalen Hurts is more valuable to this team. My only question to you is, as a former player, why didn't our coaching staff see and try to model the offense more around what Gardner Minshew, his strengths? Because they didn't do that.
Yeah, I know, but
he's not as fast as Gardner.
Yeah, but
he's not as fast as Jalen Hurts, Q.
But they did that. But the athleticism is the athleticism. You can only do so much.
Right. So why don't they maybe shrink the offense, the playbook a little bit?
They did.
Well, they shrunk it too much.
Well,
because there was no creativity.
Trust me, when they say we got a backup quarterback and he can't do some of the things that we ask for him out of our starters, they do. They shrink they don't want anybody to fail. So they put him in situations to succeed, and he just didn't step
All
up.
right, so Q, how about this? As a former player, when you play, and you know that you have your second string quarterback in,
yes,
don't the troops rally around that guy and try extra harder?
Yeah, they do. They know that the game plan is changed a little bit, and yes, they do rally. And defensively, they're going, guys, we got this backup, and we got to come up with a couple turnovers.
Right. They didn't do it. They didn't do it.
They trust me. They try to do it.
Yeah,
they try to do it.
Remember, it's an NFL.
It's an NFL team.
Yeah, I get it. That's why.
So they're cognizant of what they need to do, and they try to do it. They just weren't able to do it.
But hear what Carlin just said. It's an NFL team, and that's my point.
I know.
In the NFL, these guys get paid just like you do.
So you're taking the 14 points then?
Yeah, darn right I am. I would. I'd probably take the 14
No,
points.
he's going to tease it.
I'm going to tease it. I guarantee. You know what? I'll go on my app. I'll tease it up to 21, and I'll take the under.
Okay. All right.
Really quick, if I can just interject here real quick.
Get me off the ledge, Josh, will you?
Well, let me ask this question. Did the offense play well versus the Cowboys, yes or no?
Yes.
Did the defense play well last week against the Saints, yes or no?
No. They did. They let up 20. They let up 20 points.
No, their defense scored a touchdown, Billy.
That's true.
So the Eagles defense didn't allow all those points.
Right.
So my question is, if the offense played well one week, the defense played well the next week.
So today what if they? So my point is, what if they both come out and play bad today?
Then we have a problem.
Then we got a problem, don't we?
Houston, we have a problem.
And all you guys, it's not just us here. It's everybody I talk to. Grayson just said it's a blowout. Everybody's like the Giants are on their way up. They've made the playoffs. They're psyched. And even though they're not playing their starters, I'm still worried, guys.
But Billy, you haven't given a reason why.
Because 2 weeks ago, the defense didn't play well. Last week, the offense
they also played a very good offense.
So if they're trending down,
last week
what
they
could be
played
the
a
worst
really
thing
good
that could
defense.
possibly happen? That both could be playing horrible.
Are the Saints not a good defense?
I tell you one thing. I wish I was a fly in the wall. I wish I was at the NovaCare complex to see them practice this week.
Yeah,
that's why I wish
Because
and only they know that.
We don't like Carlin. When I asked him in the beginning of the show, how hurt is Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, see,
it's
we
a
don't know that.
separated
Yeah.
show. What's the degree of the separation?
Yeah.
We don't know that.
See, I think we do know that, guys. Put two and two
we
together.
don't.
Listen,
We don't know that.
If he was even if he wasn't at least 70% ready to play this game, he wouldn't be playing.
This is a must-win.
But see, here's the
deal. It's a must-win.
It's a must-win for the division. It's not a must-win. They're in the playoffs, whether they win or lose today. Are you going to lose you going to lose your quarterback for the rest of the season just to win today's game to play him out there?
But
No way.
let me push back.
Yeah, it's hard. That injury.
Hurts had the best quarter of the game in the fourth quarter after hurting his shoulder.
You're right. I agree.
So, Brad, you know this better than anyone. Isn't it in some ways more about protecting the player from himself than it is just,
we have a warrior mentality where we want to be on the field, and the training staff and the doctors have to keep them on the sidelines because we're going in.
Right.
We're playing. We don't miss games.
Play, right.
We play. Yeah, we play.
Yes.
So we have so we're going to go. Jalen, trust me, they're pulling him back. He wants to play. He wants to be the leader of the team. And
so then you don't think that injury is that significant?
It is significant.
It is
I've had that before.
Okay.
And it's no fun falling on your shoulder with a 300-pound guy coming down. Yeah, it bothers you.
See what I'm doing, Carlin? There's a motive to my madness.
Yeah.
Okay,
Get this all razzed up.
I'm thinking about, we have predictions coming up.
Oh, boy.
At
There we
the end
go.
of the show. And I'm just getting everything together.
Okay, there we go. All right.
Get all the hospitals ready at
It's already
halftime.
11 o'clock already.
Get all the local Philadelphia hospitals ready if it's a close game.
Yeah.
Broadcasting live from the pool at Harrah's here in Atlantic City. This is the NFL headquarters. Come on down. NFL Sunday Splash will be broadcast until 12 noon. And then, of course, come on down here over 30 big screen TVs. It's the locker room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, and three-time All-Big Ten linebacker Brad Quast. Broadcast live from the pool at Harrah's. The locker room with Billy Schweim, Josh Henning, Mike Carlin, Brad Quast, right here. Nice.
This is the radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. The Eagles continue the season today, hosting the New York Giants.
How about Milton Williams driving them from behind and splat down at the 15-yard line?
Pregame coverage starts at 3 p.m. with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick calling all the action starting at 4:25. This is where the Philadelphia Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's official Eagles station. Philadelphia Eagles football on 97.3 ESPN is brought to you by
the original Piccalilli Inn. Nobody beats the Piccalilli. GMS Law at gmslaw.com. 844-REACH-NJ from the New Jersey Department of Human Services. Call today, 844-REACH-NJ. The D'Amato Law Firm. They represent clients who have been seriously injured. And Miller Lite, the official beer sponsor of the Philadelphia Eagles.
97.3 ESPN FM is your official home in South Jersey for Eagles football.
Is your current vehicle out of shape? Its overall appearance not so great? Need a New Year's resolution? Matt Black Mitsubishi has your solution. Bring any trade to Matt Black Mitsubishi and drive home in a brand new Mitsubishi. Like the all-new 2023 Mitsubishi Outlander with 0 down and 0% financing. A 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty for the price of most used cars and 0 down and 0 interest. Plus, used car values are at an all-time high. Are you aware that your trade is worth more than you think? Why would you buy a used car or pay high interest rates? Get to Matt Black Mitsubishi and put 0 down and pay 0 interest for 36 months. Matt Black Mitsubishi keeps the rates low. And with our 4-day love it or leave it return policy, you can't go wrong. Simply Matt Blatt Mitsubishi. Rate qualifications exist with approved credit. 2778 per 1,000 financed on in-stock 2023 Mitsubishi Outlanders. Not all will qualify. Go to mattblattmitsubishi.com for complete details or call 844-946-2315. Price includes all costs to be paid by consumer except for licensing, registration, and taxes. Expires 1/31/23. Matt Blatt Mitsubishi in the heart of Glassboro for 30 years.
As a Walgreens pharmacist, I talk with people all the time about little tips and tricks for filling their Medicare prescriptions, like taking advantage of Walgreens 90-day refills to save them a trip, or using Refill by Scan, which is super easy and right on your phone. And for anybody worried about prescription costs, I say, hey, we got you, with low-cost copays on many medications.
Let's talk about making things easier. Walgreens is here. Fill your way and save at walgreens.com/Medicare. See pharmacists for restrictions and exclusions.
Hi, it's Pete from Chickie and Pete's. Can't go to the game? Be at the center of the action at Chickies and Pete's, your favorite local sports bar, and enjoy our exclusive in-game experience. The sound surrounds you. The energy takes over. You feel like you're at the game, but you're only at Chickies and Pete's. Even better, no concession lines. Go to Chickies and Pete's on game day for our one-of-a-kind in-game experience. You're in the game at Chickies and Pete's.
Check out Chickies and Pete's all-new happy hour every weekday starting at 4:30 p.m. Enjoy select craft beers, seltzers, and wines for $5, plus feature cocktails for $7. And our special happy hour food menu. We call it the Bar Board, with world-famous crab fries, tasty pretzel nuggets, and get ready, fried cheese and pepperoni with crispy bacon and Dijon cheese sauce. Chickies and Pete's all-new happy hour every weekday starting at 4:30 p.m. Chickies and Pete's.
South Jersey's play-by-play home for the Eagles,
Touchdown!
Sixers, and Flyers.
He scored!
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD Millville, Atlantic City, a Town Square media station.
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schweim.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schweim.
All right, we're back here in the locker room. Billy Schweim, three-time All-Big Ten linebacker Brad Quast from Iowa. Mike Carlin, Josh Henning here, producing on site. We got the Eagles.
Eagles fights on.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Let's get ready. Big win
Big
today.
win today.
We need a big win.
Mike Carlin, you're heading up to the game. Is that correct?
I'm going to head up as soon as the show's over.
Last game of the season. It's a long season, Brad Quast. You talk about the 16-game schedule. Now, the last 2 years, the 17-game schedule, you have games at the end of the season that I don't think I've ever – it's been like a phenomenon over the last maybe 3 or 4 years. Prior to that, I never remember hearing so much like resting the starters the last game of the season. You know, like that's something that's really happened.
But we talked about it 5 weeks ago. Remember, we said the
Yeah.
Giants game's not going to mean anything.
Yeah,
They're not going to play anybody.
and sure, it worked out that way.
But like in the bowl games in college, a lot of the kids
They're opting out.
They're
now.
opting out.
Yeah. See, so the commissioner's not happy about when people we're talking about resting your guys. They don't like this.
I don't
they
think
want
it's
every
good for
game to be
NFL, right?
No, it's not good for it. Every game's got to be meaningful. You know, that's why the spread's 14 points.
Right.
Because it's how can you
So
predict it?
just like when you go to an NBA game and Joel Embiid's not load management, like these guys, these NBA players take time
Take
off.
the night off.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
People paying a lot of money.
A lot of
these
money for
tickets,
that.
and they're going to the game today. It's cold. They want to see the
They
starters.
want to see the starters play.
Right.
And a lot of the season ticket holders are giving their tickets away.
That's right.
Because they're on vacation or they're still traveling, and they want to see the starters. You pay a lot of money for
Pay
that.
a lot of money for the starters.
Eagles fans are going to have a good day today, Bill.
I don't know.
I just hope
They're
you're
going
right,
to have
man.
a good day today.
Are you going? Where's your seats at, Carlin?
He's
I have
not-
no
no,
idea.
he's
You have
doing the-
okay. All right.
No idea yet.
All right. So this has been a great season. It's been
Great.
a lot of fun, especially when you go like the Eagles winning all season long. You know the establishment that we've been here at the pool.
Oh.
We've been at yesterday's. Everywhere you go, when the Eagles win, it's good for business.
Mhm.
The bars are packed. Everybody's in a good mood.
like the Philly. I mean, it's a great time to be a Phillies
right,
fan.
great time to
The
be
Eagles
a Phillies fan.
Phillies fan.
But we want to see our starters play, Carlin.
We will.
But
Just
Billy,
not the whole
but,
game.
Yeah, but Billy, wouldn't you rather?
And I don't like.
Wouldn't you rather be playing in February and having your starters rest now than?
Yeah, but just like Carlin said 5 weeks ago, the conversation was, oh, how are we going to rest the players? How are we going to do this? And now we have to play them because we have to win today.
Well, listen, we'll blow them out in the first 2 quarters and then we'll rest them. How's that?
I just don't like being overconfident.
Listen, there's a lot of teams out
especially
there.
as a Philadelphia sports fan,
There's
Carlin.
a lot of teams out there like San Francisco that's going into the playoffs with their backup quarterback. We're not going into the playoffs with our backup quarterback. It could be a lot worse than what we are right now.
Listen,
I'm not worried about other people.
We're gonna go to the game, whatever. But if Billy, if they're down, points, the Eagles, I'm gonna come back and send out a search party for Billy. Billy might do something serious here. We might find him at the bottom of the jacuzzi.
Right.
The bottom of the jacuzzi if the Eagles lose.
All right.
Oh yeah. Wait. In his Speedo.
In his Speedo.
In his
Speedo.
All right, so we're broadcasting live at the pool here at Harrah's for the NFL Sunday Splash. This is the place to be. It's like being in Vegas.
It is
It's like,
Vegas,
it's like the sun's shining through the dome here.
It's cold. It's really cold outside now.
It's cold outside. It's 82 degrees in here. They got great food. The buffet at 1 o'clock before the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games.
Drinks are flowing. Drinks are flowing. We got beautiful people in front of us.
We got one of our lead sponsors here. Van Brill Pools and Spas are here.
Van Brill Pools.
Yeah, Michael and Sue. Yeah.
All right. Monday night was a serious situation. I really haven't talked about it too much. We didn't talk about it too much yesterday, but I do want to talk about it today because DeMar Hamlin from the Bills had he was hit and had a heart attack. It was rushed to the hospital.
They brought him back to life.
They brought him back to life. Not
Can
once,
you imagine?
once, but twice. But Q, this happens This happens every year, and you hear it happens in practices.
Practice, high school,
This happened
college.
on national television.
Yeah,
That's what drew a lot more attention.
Yeah.
Like if a tree falls in the woods and no one hears it, did the tree fall?
I like that saying.
Right?
I like that.
This tree fell, and it fell on national television.
In front of 20 million people watching.
It was sad in a part,
well, it was scary. You saw the look on everybody's face.
Right. You if you put yourself in those shoes, put yourself in the shoes of not just family members, but close friends of his that he grew up with.
Well, his mom. His mom going over to the hospital, in the ambulance with him. So it puts everything in perspective. It's a game.
But it is a game.
It's a game.
But these guys are playing for big stakes, and this is generational wealth.
I know,
these guys know what they know what they're signing up for. You played.
Yeah.
You of all people ought to know all the injuries that you had. Your head, concussion.
The main thing, like I have 8 knee surgeries, right?
Right, you had 8 knee surgeries.
Yeah, so
you knew what you signed up for.
I knew that physical, but I didn't know the brain stuff. That I didn't.
You didn't know.
I didn't sign up for that.
You never took it into consideration.
I didn't consider any of that. No.
Right?
No. Because it wasn't.
You don't think of it. You don't think
it wasn't. It wasn't brought to our attention.
Linebacker defense. You were hitting people.
Yeah, but you got your bell rung, and there's games I never be taking a shower and didn't remember we won or lost.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's common.
I would say the majority. I would say, all right. Well, could I say maybe you were a little naive, or you just didn't like to think about
naive about what?
That you could be seriously hurt playing football.
Naive. And just
all right,
we're gladiators,
right? You're modern day gladiators,
yeah.
Guys. You know what I heard yesterday on ESPN with Booger.
Yeah,
okay, he was talking.
Booger's good.
Yeah, he's good. And he tells you exactly how he feels.
Yeah.
You know what he said?
What?
I can't tell you how many times I should have never stepped on the field.
Right.
In college.
Yeah.
Okay. You know why? Because all he thought about was I need money from my mom to get out of the house that she's in.
Yeah.
To get to the NFL.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. These guys.
That mentality.
That's all he thought about.
The risk
because
they're
I was
taking.
hurt. I should have never won.
The only way out.
Because I would never go to them and say, "Oh no, I can't play today."
Yeah.
Because I was playing to get to the next level strictly for the money for my mom.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. They know the risks.
But here
because they're doing it for generational wealth.
But here's the thing though. When my sophomore year in college, when the game became a game and then it turned into a business, when I knew I was going to make a living, it changed
everything.
It changed my mindset, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good.
So that mindset, when you said it changed, because
yes.
when you're playing a sport for fun, it's fun.
Yeah.
When you have to go to work, it's not.
Well, but
it's still fun because you're still playing a game. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, the mindset was don't get hurt because you can make a living at it. Be careful what you do, who you hang with.
That mentality of thinking you're going to get hurt, you're going to get hurt.
But that's the problem though. You say, I've never.
Do you think the players go out there and think they're going to get hurt?
No, but you all you got to do is for a brief second, like, oh boy, I guess gotta stay healthy, and sure, what do you think happens then?
When I was playing football and I tore my ligaments, I was rolling out to the right. I jumped to throw the ball, came down on the turf, and my knee blew out.
Yep.
It happened in an instant. So your whole career can be taken away in an instant.
Yeah.
My point is, these things have happened. It just happened on national television. Everybody got to see it.
And that's scary. That's scary stuff. But the rally, the how the teams unite, the players unite, the cities unite, everybody for 1 minute. We're all one fan, singly focused at that young man's well-being, and that was it.
Brad, I got a great question for you.
Yeah.
Past player.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Today's game for the Giants means literally nothing. Okay. For the Eagles, it doesn't. This is where I'm going. Third quarter, fourth quarter, you're on the field. In your mentality, are you thinking if this is their last game? Let's say they're not going to the playoffs for a team playing. For a player thinking, are you going all out to make that tackle when you see a player in front of you has already got him? Like, or are you saving yourself? You're saying, no, this is my last game. I'm not getting hurt today.
It depends. Me personally, am I playing for a new contract? Am I playing to be? Yeah. So am I playing a new contract? Do I want to get signed with the current team? Because I want that next contract.
What if you need that extra sack?
Yeah, I need extra.
So you're playing all out.
This is where you get your playing incentives. Time of play. A certain amount of tackles on special teams or offensive or receptions. So you start thinking individually, which isn't a good thing.
Okay.
Because it's a team sport.
We're broadcasting live from the pool at Harrah's. Come on down. The NFL Sunday Splash. This is the place to be for all your NFL action. Got over 30 big screen TVs in here, 2 ginormous TVs at either end of the pool. And, of course, they have the NFL, the buffet before the 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock games. and at halftime of both of those events. Come on down to the pool. We're broadcasting until 12 noon. It's the Locker Room with Billy Schweim. I want to remind you that the second hour of the Locker Room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. They've got a lot of new renovations. They've got that new outdoor patio overlooking the first tee with the big outside deck with the fire pits.
Yeah,
that's
nice.
a great addition to the club that makes it fun. Guys get out there, smoke their cigars, right? And, of course, they have a new pro shop with new apparel lines, including Fairway and Green, Stitch, Johnny O, and Doc Murphy. So get down to Great Bay Country Club. For more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. And, of course, the Locker Room and Blitz's Market want to discount your Eagles game day meal during the Eagles season on game day. Get a turkey or Italian hoagie for just $5 when you mention the Locker Room. Get down to Blitz's all season long at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Blitz's now has online ordering at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. And, of course, Dave and Joe Newman are big Eagles fans, and I'm sure they're going to continue that special throughout the playoffs. All right, you're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, and Brad Quast as we broadcast live from the pool at Harrah's right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Brian Radke here from Sunday Night Football on Westwood One. Join Mike Golick and me for NFC North action from Lambeau Field when Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers host Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions. The Vikings have clinched the division title, but the final playoff spot is still on the line. Join us to find out who's in and who's out. Lions at the Packers on Sunday Night Football.
Listen to Sunday Night Football on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins after Eagles football.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Did you know Nissan EVs have traveled 8 billion miles? Just a quick trip to Pluto and back. And what did we learn along the way? Well, that an EV can take on the world, like the Nissan Leaf. It can move racing forward and take your breath away, like the all-new Nissan Ariya. We learned to make EVs that electrify. 8 billion miles driven by Leaf owners globally since 2010. Ariya not yet available for purchase. Expected availability late fall, subject to change.
At Ocean First Bank, our first thought is you. We put you first in all we do. Community banking for a century. We treat you like your family. Whatever you need, whatever you dream, let's make it a reality. Ocean First Bank, putting you first.
Ring in the new year with a CD rate that, well, rates. For a limited time, lock in a 13-month term for 4.25% APY with as little as $10,000. Don't delay. Visit oceanfirst.com for complete details.
Whatever you need, whatever you dream, let's make it a reality. Ocean First Bank, putting you first.
Certain rules and restrictions apply. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
With Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, and Brad Quast as we broadcast live from the pool at Harrah's for the NFL Sunday Splash. Got a good crowd here today, Carlin and Q.
Yeah, it's a good crowd.
We got a good crowd here. The last regular season game of the season for the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the 9-6-1 New York Giants.
Football Giants.
The New York Football Giants. Carlin, you're heading to the game, so that's gonna be you're gonna be better dressed appropriately. It's gonna be cold down there.
I have I have a bag.
I'm gonna be hanging out at the pool.
We're gonna go to a nice tailgate.
I'm hanging
And
out.
I got their parking
here.
pass for you, so you're
Beautiful.
good there. Okay.
Beautiful.
I got my bathing suit. I'm gonna be hanging at the pool today.
Every time you say that, you scare me about your bathing suit.
I'm going to be late.
I've seen you with no shirt on, Bill.
Brad, I'm going to be late going to the tailgate just to see him in the bathing suit.
Listen, I'm going to take a picture of it. I'm going to post it on live ESPN.
Guess what? I'm gonna
the locker room.
before we even eat. I'm gonna put the.
Yeah, I know you are.
That?
I
There's
know
20 people in the hot tub. Billy gets in, everybody gets out.
Speaking of eating, there's the food up there yet?
He's got his ears pinned back.
No, I
you know,
can
Q's
smell it.
always waiting for that.
I'm waiting for the food.
You like that buffet?
I love buffets.
There's not one buffet that you've ever seen that you didn't like.
No, I like buffets. I love buffets.
All right, if we missed anything, Carlin, what's on your mind? Like you
Two
guys are
things.
so.
Two things with
I
this
don't
game
mind you
today.
guys being overconfident, but I just I haven't I go back to what Grayson said a few weeks ago. I'm not going to pick against the Eagles until they show me they can. The last 2 weeks they have played horrible.
But Josh broke it down really
I
good
know
for
he
you.
did. I know he did.
Dallas Cowboys starting is not what's playing today. For 2 weeks ago, that loss, and last week's loss, I look at it as one of those hiccups.
And
we should have won. We didn't win. We took it for granted, and we got through. Now we're focused. Today's the day.
See, Carl, it's focus. They're professional athletes.
By the way, while you guys were out during the commercial break, while you guys were down there shaking hands, kissing babies.
Yep.
Josh and I had a Giants fan walk by.
Oh,
here.
which one?
And he said he couldn't understand why the spread was so high, and he couldn't understand. But he thinks that Daboll doesn't. He said he's never seen that coach to lose, because you're in effect when you don't play your starters, you're not coaching to win, are you?
No, but no, you're not coaching to get hurt.
Right.
You don't want your starters to get hurt. He's still going to coach to win.
Yeah, you have to coach to win, but you can't get Barkley hurt.
Right.
You can't use. There's key guys you can't get hurt. We can't get Jalen hurt.
So the Giants going to play Tyrod Taylor today, and he's an NFL quarterback. And you just said it, it's the NFL, and any given week, anything can happen.
He's a name too.
And he's a name.
He's a name. He can do it
on any given Sunday, right, Carlin?
Yeah. I
agree. Q.
But not against
they're professional athletes.
They all sign a paycheck.
But not against our starters.
So this is their last Monday, their last contract paycheck.
Okay.
On Monday, they get paid. Yep.
Right. Is that the last check?
Yeah, and then you get paid by the NFL. The playoffs pay you. Everyone makes the same amount. You can imagine.
Everyone gets the same.
Yeah. So the number one guy making $40 million a year,
he still gets the same.
And there's the 53rd guy in the roster. Come playoffs, they make the same amount.
No kidding.
Can you imagine? That's crazy, isn't it?
So
crazy.
back in the day, the Super Bowl and the playoffs, you really got a windfall.
Yeah,
because the salaries were bad. Now the salaries are so inflated.
now literally everybody on the team that takes a pay cut when they make the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah.
If I say this to you guys, and I'll start with Brad, if there's two players on this team, Eagles today, that you want to see something out of them, who is it?
Oh, I got mine too.
And you can't be the quarterback. That's an easy one.
Oh my God!
Can I go?
Can I
go? No, let me go.
Let him think. Go ahead.
Dallas Goedert. We need him.
Okay.
We need Dallas Goedert to show up. He hasn't done anything in the last 2 weeks.
I want Reddick and Dallas Goedert.
I have two.
I want Reddick to get. I want him to have 3 sacks today.
Yeah, I want Dallas and I want Sanders. I want Sanders.
Okay,
I want Sanders to really run wild.
Okay. And he's wearing a knee brace. He's wearing a knee brace.
Knee brace. Look, we got a little football playing in the pool there. I like it. Here we go.
The Philadelphia Eagles. I want to see By the way, yesterday on the program, Q.
Yep.
I said I made a comment. I would like to hear your reaction to the comment that I made, because Mike Carlin used to be a Big Ten guy. Now he's an SEC guy, and now he's sticking up for Cowboys players yesterday.
What? What? Hold on.
Explain it better.
Do I need to give him a slap?
Who's playing better, Hassan Reddick or Micah Parsons?
Parsons.
Oh, what do you know, Bill?
What
do you know, Billy?
Parsons.
Hey, Billy, that's called being objective.
Parsons. Yeah. Homer. Billy's a homer.
He's got 16 sacks.
He went crazy.
Billy's a homer.
He's second in the league in strip sacks.
Sacks are not everything.
What? That's the only way you measure the play.
No,
of the
it's
man.
not. No,
Listen.
it's quarterback pressures and quarterback hits.
Parson,
they are more valuable.
Parson could be. He probably is the best defender, and he's the best in the league.
Well, you'd have a hard time convincing me of that one, because we got the best. Hassan Reddick's got better stats.
It's not just the stats.
Yeah, but what
Billy.
he can do defensively, he can blitz, he can cover, he can play Mike, he can play Will, he can play Sam, he can play run with a running back out of the backfield.
Brad,
he can do it all.
On top of all that, he didn't really tell you how we really worded it.
What?
He worded it in a way he thought you were going to answer it.
Of course,
we worded it with.
I've known him a long time. I was born at night, but not last
we
night.
said if you were starting a team,
yeah,
would you take one or the other? And it was like no brainer.
Yeah, no brainer.
I said Hassan Reddick.
No.
Honestly, I would say neither personally.
Well, yeah, but if you're going to take one or the other, yeah,
I would say neither.
No, no,
you
but
have to take
one.
The best defensive player in the NFL is either Nick Bosa or Chris Jones.
All right, and Reddick's one behind. He's two behind, three behind Bosa.
Because you're going by sacks. You're going by one specific.
Isn't that why they signed Hassan Reddick? They signed
quarterback pressures are more important than sacks. Any defensive player who knows anything on analysis on NFL Network, on ESPN and Fox Sports, they all say the same thing. Give me the guy who gets the pressure on the quarterback, because the sack means is you finish the play.
All right.
Hey, listen, they get paid by how many sacks they get.
Yeah, you don't. Last contract, I said you don't get pressures. Pressures don't mean anything.
Right?
You don't get paid. You get sacks.
If you got when you're signing that contract, when you're in there with your agent, he's going, well, he had 30 pressures, but he only had 3 sacks.
Yeah, the pressures, they go, okay, we'll
okay,
negotiate next year.
Here's your take your pressure.
Take your lunch.
Take your sacks. That's where you make your money.
But pressure, like Josh said, though, pressure.
It's like drive for show, putt for dough, right?
But if you pressure, like Josh said, though, you throw the ball sooner, and now your defensive backs get interceptions or throw bad passes. So it works together.
Well, so you guys can call me a homer all you want. I'm a homer because I like Hassan Reddick. My man's from Haddon Heights, New Jersey.
Love him.
I know we love him.
Only behind Nick Bosa.
Yeah, we love him. But
and I want to see him sack Tyrod Taylor today 2 times.
Okay, all right.
And then I want Brandon Graham to get another sack, and I want Hargrave to get a sack.
Billy wants his cake and eat it too.
I want it all today.
Yeah.
You know why? Because the last 2 weeks I haven't been satisfied.
If the Eagles win 30-10 today and nobody gets a sack, are you going to be mad tomorrow?
No. If we win 30-10 and they cover, because I'm going to take the Giants.
He's taking the 14.
I'm teasing the Giants up with the under.
That's all Billy really cares about is the money.
Listen, and that and go swimming, and I can't
Jerry
wait.
McGuire said, "Show me the money."
And the food's almost up top there. So
I see him moving.
That's what Brad cares about. Brad's for the money. Billy's is for the sports betting, and Carlin's here to have a good time.
Carlin's just here to have a good time.
That's all I am.
That's it.
He's happy as a lark. Right
yeah,
now,
he's happy as a lark. What's a lark?
A lark. What is a lark?
What's a lark? Oh, happy as a bird.
Are larks happy?
Well, they sing happy. They have a happy sound.
Okay, all right.
Hey, come on down to the pool. Join us here at the pool at Harrah's. They got over 30 big screen TVs. They got 2 gigantic TVs at either end of the pool.
And there are no larks.
And there are no larks in here.
Larks.
I'll sing to you. Listen, we got the Eagles and the Giants at 425, and I'm just wondering. I'd like to know what the TV audience is going to be like. Because, Josh, you talked about the Eagles Cowboys ratings a couple weeks ago on Christmas Eve. Were the biggest ratings ever.
Yeah.
The Christmas weekend was the largest watched NFL weekend for a holiday weekend ever. And it was to the point where there were over 6 million people watched the highest NBA game that day. It was Bucks Celtics. The highest NFL game was 20 million more households. That gives you an idea that the NFL is not struggling.
So you got the Giants,
they got the best product in the world.
You got the Giants and you got the Eagles in 2 big markets, right? The second and fourth or 5th market in the league. I know that every Eagles fan is going to be watching intently to this game today.
Of course they will. Absolutely.
Because it means a lot.
That's what we do here in Philly. And I can't wait till the picks.
I'm pumped up. On the other side, we're going to talk with the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Padula Masonry. This will come down, I guess, is this the last weekend for the playoffs?
Well, some teams already finished last weekend. Some teams saved the finals last weekend.
I'm done.
But listen, Brian's great also because you can talk to him about the DFS. You don't talk to him enough about the fact that Billy, you're such a gambler now apparently. So you should be involved in daily fantasy where you literally just pick a lineup for just that day and you go out there and try to see if you can win big bucks, and you can do that.
So daily fantasy football is the way I should go.
Well, you're an instant gratification guy.
All right, we're broadcasting live.
Billy's not in it for the long term. He's in it for the moment.
Short term.
Immediate gratification.
Yeah.
That's what I like. Yeah. All right. The second hour of the locker room was brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. You can play on their 18-hole championship golf course, enjoy fine dining, or experience lively atmosphere in the pub. What they really do well is they do weddings well.
So I'm going to have my wedding there.
You're going to get your wedding there?
I'm going to have my wedding.
All right, well, you know what? They have an award-winning culinary banquet staff. You can customize your menu.
Breaking news
news right here, Josh. All right, and then they can see up to 200. You know a lot of people.
I know a lot of people.
You're a former player.
I know a lot of people.
You know a lot of people. 275 people they can have at the wedding.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Big bridal party and everything.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Brad, it's a beautiful place.
For more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Somers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the main line, located just minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations and invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli midsize sedan or the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy of being called a Maserati. Maserati, the main line, also leads the nation in certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience is not end at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the main line, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi at RDS Auto Group at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime at motml.com. When we return, we'll talk with the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. You're listening to The Locker Room with Brad Quast, Billy Schweim, and Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is the radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. The Eagles continue the season today, hosting the New York Giants.
Outbound Milton Williams driving them from behind and splat down at the 15-yard line.
Pregame coverage starts at 3 p.m. with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick calling all the action starting at 4:25. This is where the Philadelphia Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's official Eagles station. Philadelphia Eagles football on 97.3 ESPN is brought to you by
Boardwalk Honda. From Maine to Miami, nobody beats a Boardwalk deal. EMT Solar and Roofing. Go to ESPNSolar.com to see if you qualify. Jersey Shore Federal Credit Union. Make the switch and bank with your only community credit union. BMW of Atlantic City. Closer than you think. Anytime at BMWAtlanticCity.com. Jenkins Plumbing and Heating.
97.3 ESPN FM is your official home in South Jersey for Eagles football.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for a military and senior discount.
Call and again and again. Call and again and again.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Rendazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Rendazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Rendazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Rendazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Rendazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Hi, it's Pete from Chicky and Pete's. Nobody makes you feel like you're at the center of the action more than Chickies and Pete's. With our exclusive in-game experience.
I see them all at 'em right now.
Why go anywhere else? Get ready to feel the action on game day. You're in the game at Chickies and Pete's.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Harrah's in Atlantic City for the NFL Sunday Splash. It's The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Brad Quast, Mike Carlin. NFL Sunday Experience, Sunday Splash here is the place to be.
It's getting crowded. It's getting crowded.
Look at everybody walking in.
Walking in now.
We got a great crowd here today.
Good crowd.
I love it,
Ooh,
man.
I see movement up top.
Oh, there's food.
All right, I'm going to be in the pool today while you guys, I don't know what you're doing.
Every time you say
Josh,
that, you scare me.
I'm getting ready, man. We got all kind of people here.
Yeah.
We got Giants fans over there.
Yep.
All right, let's go Birds. Every Sunday during the Eagles season, we talk with the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Padula Masonry. Ron Padula has been in business for 25 years. With his experience, when you choose Padula Masonry to complete your project, you choose peace of mind. Foundations, concrete, brick, stone, stucco, pavers, and more. You name it. If it has cement, they do it. That's Padula Masonry. Give them a call at 609-399-8009 or check out his website, padulamasonry.com. Let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome in my fantasy football guru and yours, Brian Hartley. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Brian. Happy New Year.
Good morning, guys. Happy New Year. You know, the last time I was at the pool, they had these girls in these clear bubbles going around the water. Billy, I could see you in one of those bubbles just kind of rolling around.
No, you don't.
You
don't want to see him.
Place would clear out.
It would clear out.
Clear out.
The grizzly bear in a clear ball rolling around there.
Yes.
Hey, Guru, we're streaming live on my YouTube channel. Everybody can see us. I noticed you're wearing your Broncos hat. What's up with that?
I am. There's a reason for that. This is how I started this season, wearing this hat, excited about my Denver Broncos getting Russell Wilson, and now we're at the end of the year. We're at week 18. I'm done with it.
There you go. There you
Throw
go.
it away.
Yeah.
Now I'm full on into the coaching search, wondering, are we going to give up even more draft picks for Sean Payton, or are we going to sign Jim Harbaugh, or what direction are we going? But the Broncos were clearly a huge disappointment this year.
Well, we're broadcasting live from the pool at Harrah's. We got Giants fans here. We see Giants fans in front of us.
Look at this.
And it's a big game for the Eagles today. We'll get into that with you. But Brian Hartley, let's talk fantasy football. That's why we got you here. This is the end of the year for most leagues. Their championship game or their conference championship.
Yeah, so last week was the championship for a lot of teams, but I'll tell you what, things kind of got messed up with that game being canceled. Obviously, we have the whole Damar Hamlin situation that played out Monday night. It's great to see that he's doing well, but it did mess up a lot of fantasy leagues. So some leagues are going into this week. Some leagues have just split first and second place, and some leagues are actually going to carry the points of the players from that game, the Cincinnati-Buffalo game. They're going to take the points from those players this week and put them back into last week's to fill that lineup if you had them in their lineup.
Wow, that makes sense.
That will result in your championship. So everybody's doing a little different, but there's still a lot of action because of that going on this week. That's gonna really affect a lot of people.
And of course, you can go game by game or day by week fantasy football, right?
Yeah, obviously you can go on any of those platforms. You can put in your lineup. This week is traditionally a very difficult week because you have a lot of teams that aren't playing their starters. You get guys that might be playing guys for a quarter or a half, and then you're going to have the backups coming in. And it's really, really a difficult week. So for those leagues that do go all the way through to week 18, it's never fun. You're always sweating out because a lot of times you have your guys that were on the best teams that might not have anything they're playing for today. Now you're in the championship and you're scrambling to play guys you wouldn't normally play.
And by the way, the NFL Network is reporting that Davis Webb will start at quarterback for the Giants, and that Saquon Barkley is definitely out.
Wow.
I thought we were going to see Tyrod Taylor, but it looks like Davis Webb is going.
All right,
They've given up.
They're definitely covering the 14.
They're going to cover the 14.
They're covering the 14. Yep.
So that's some news there for you, Brian.
Yeah, so I'll be honest with you. I wasn't sure how this was going to play out this week. Obviously, I thought the Giants were still going to be angry about a couple of years ago and, thought that maybe they were going to try to get even with this. But obviously, they're doing the smart thing. New staffs, they're looking ahead. They're in the playoffs. They got to worry about next week. That's the bigger issue. This game really for them means nothing, but it means everything for the Eagles. I'm not going to the game today because I made a decision 3 weeks ago that this game was going to be meaningless. I thought there's no way the Eagles were going to lose. We're going to lose both of the games. Even if they lost to Dallas, I thought they're not going to lose at home to New Orleans. So I said, I'm not going to eat these tickets. I'm not going to take a loss. And I sold it now. Now what could be one of the most important games of the season, I'm sitting on the couch at home watching the 3 kids.
And by the way, in Week 18, other starting quarterbacks around the league include Baltimore's Anthony Brown, Chicago's Nathan Peterman.
Who are these people?
Right?
Seriously.
Washington, Sam Howell, Miami's Skylar Thompson, Giants, Davis Webb, and Sam England for Indianapolis. I haven't heard of half of these guys.
There's not one name there.
Who
I
are
know.
these guys?
Peterman's the only one I recognize.
I don't even recognize him.
Billy, it's a shame
today.
you should drive
This
up
is
to
Eagles
Philly. You
win.
might get a chance to play today.
Yeah. Put me in, Coach. Put me in.
I'm ready to go. All right. Week 18 in the NFL, Brian. It's the fantasy football guru. What's your starting lineup?
So week 18 at quarterback, I'm going with Brock Purdy against Arizona. They got they're looking to play for something today. They can win and the Eagles lose and Dallas and stuff. They can move up. They got a lot going for them today. I like Russell Wilson going against the LA Chargers. Again, he's vying for a new coach. The word is he would like to play under Sean Payton. But again, the Broncos would have to give up a lot of draft capital that they don't have because of the Russell Wilson trade. I like Deshaun Watson today going against Pittsburgh, trying to ruin Mike Tomlin's 500 or above record for all these years. He's sitting at 8-8. That's a big game for Pittsburgh, but I like Watson to have another good game today. I like Cam Akers against Seattle. That guy, if you had him in your lineups the last couple of weeks, vying for a championship or anything else, he has been absolutely solid. I like Najee Harris today going against Cleveland. They're missing some defensive guys today. Obviously, they had some issues in the clubhouse this week, and some guys were sent home. So that's going to be an issue for their D. And I like Alexander Madison going for Minnesota. I think, Dalvin Cook's going to play a little bit, but I think Madison's going to come in against Chicago. It's going to be a great matchup for him to see probably 3/4 of action and get in the end zone at least once. I like Christian Watson against Detroit tonight. This is a huge game, obviously, for both teams. But Green Bay, it's a win and in. Detroit still needs some other stuff to happen. Watson's been silent the last couple of weeks, but I look for him today at home in a big matchup to have a huge game today. Brandon Ayuk, who's been a guy that's been Brock Purdy's been looking for him and George Kittle lately going against Arizona. And I like Gabe Davis going against New England today. Again, that's a big game for Buffalo. We're talking about that coin toss thing here earlier in my household that could come into play in the AFC, which is just bizarre. But we'll see what happens there. So those are my picks for Week 17, and I got my partner here. He's going to help me with my Eagles pick today.
Oh, there he is.
All right. So before we do that, let's just talk about the NFC picture. The Packers win, they're in. All right. If the Packers win, they're in. If the Lions win, they need the Seahawks to lose, they're in. And then if the Seahawks win, the Packers lose, the Seahawks are in. So that's the only scenarios that are left out there for the playoff picture in the NFC anyway.
Yeah, well, if you're one of those teams, that's your whole season's on the line today. It's going to be exciting, that's for sure.
All right, fantasy football guru Brian Hartley, it's time for your pick.
All right, I am taking the Eagles today, 30, the New York Giants, 13.
30-13. Once again, we're starting off like last week, Carlin. Everybody's so overconfident. I'm worried, Guru.
I know.
I'm worried.
You
the
just
last
heard
2
great
weeks,
news. You just heard great news.
I just heard. I hear all that stuff.
Listen,
I hear all that stuff.
Let me put it this way,
Carlin, he's a roller coaster. He's up, he's down, he's up.
We lose today to this team. We don't deserve to be in the playoffs.
No, that's
I'll
right.
go that
No,
far.
you're right.
Okay,
And I blame this. It would be if God forbid we lose coaching.
Guru,
Not getting them
here's
ready.
my only concern. Over the last 3 weeks, every time I ask for everybody's prediction, the scores are like inflated, 38-17. And the last 2 weeks we've come out flat, haven't played, lost, give up a 3rd and 30 on the Dallas game. We've done some things that shoot us turnovers. We've turned over the ball 4 times in the Cowboys game. We turned over the ball a bunch of times against the Saints. It's not a foregone conclusion that this team's going to win today, no matter who they play.
You're absolutely right. We heard those boos last week in the stands. The fans were not happy with that performance. Obviously today is a big game. It's the difference between a bye week, which we desperately need at this point because of some of the injuries, and rest and getting Hurts better, and having the home field advantage. We lose, we're going on the road, and you could be looking at no home games. So it's really
but just what
I tell you what,
but Guru,
today, it's going to be ugly in that stadium.
Yep.
But Guru, just what Carlin said, if they lose today, they don't deserve to go to the playoffs. They don't deserve.
No,
You can't limp into.
You
can't limp into.
you can't lose today.
Can't lose today.
But they
Can't
don't
lose
deserve,
today. Is my point.
They don't deserve to have the bye. They don't deserve to earn that 1 seed with
Right.
the home games. They've played great. I mean, you have to understand, it's not like Hurts has been in there the last couple of weeks and they've just been playing poorly. You've lost your starting quarterback. You've had a couple other injuries that have been huge. Listen, we get them back today. We need some rest. It's a must-win game, though. It's not that they don't deserve the playoffs, but obviously they don't deserve the benefit of all the other things that they could get today.
Correct.
All right.
I agree.
Fantasy football guru, as always, we value you, part of the show on Sundays. We'll have you throughout the playoffs, and let's go Birds.
Let's go. Let's get it done today, boys.
Go Birds.
All right, there he is, the fantasy
guys,
football
let's
guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Padula Masonry. Ron Padula has been in business for 25 years. With his experience, when you choose Padula Masonry to complete your project, you're choosing peace of mind. Foundations, concrete, brick, stone, stucco, pavers, and more. You name it. If it has cement, they do it. That's Padula Masonry. Give them a call at 609-399-8009 or go to the website, padulamasonry.com. Want to remind people the second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. You can play on their 18-hole championship golf course, enjoy fine dining, or experience lively atmosphere in the pub. They now are accepting social memberships are now available starting at $25 a month. That's a great value. For more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. And, of course, when you get down there, when you give them a call, ask for Radio Ron Ralston. Hey, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. When we return, we'll get our predictions. We'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, 3-time All-Big Ten linebacker Brad Quast, Mike Carlin, as we broadcast live from the pool at HARRAH'S for the NFL Sunday Splash. It's The Locker Room with Billy Schweim right here on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN mobile app. From Maserati Green Line. He said losers lose and winners win.
Okay, there you go,
Right?
Michael.
Losers lose and winners win.
Or my 53 is better than your 53.
You said you've been saying that from all, but he also said they're bums.
They're bums.
Look, I don't want
personal.
I don't want to push the panic button too much, but after what I saw the last 2 weeks, guys, I'm not. I know this is a. I guess why am I so frustrated about this? Because what have Philadelphia teams done to us our whole lives?
Disappoint you.
All right, haven't they?
Everybody's going to disappoint you in life, right?
That's why.
So
that's why when we win, it's so much fun because it's rare.
It's rare.
It's not. It's not
But
that
I don't
we should
think
have
this
more.
team.
Should the city of Philadelphia, this area, we should have more winners for the market that we're in, right?
Yeah, but hey,
are you?
There's a lot of markets out there that would die
I'm
to
not
be
worried
Philadelphia.
about that. I'm worried about our market.
Okay, so our Flyers.
Flyers.
Other than the Flyers.
The last time they won a Stanley Cup was
Phillies.
76.
Other than the Flyers. Phillies just went to the World Series.
Phillies, Eagles.
Eagles won it just 3-4 years ago.
Yep.
Now we're back in it again. And the Sixers are always right in the go.
We're spoiled.
They haven't won since '83.
We're spoiled.
Yeah, but we're in the playoffs. I mean, there's certain teams aren't ever in the playoffs.
Yeah, but that's what that was the reason for the.
We're spoiled though.
Yeah,
we're spoiled.
We don't have enough time to talk about Sixers.
But yeah, but let's
talk about the
so,
Eagles.
let's Eagles. So let's we get into our picks.
I guess I don't know.
It's early. It's early.
Yeah,
it's only quarter of.
Okay, all right. But I really think I'm curious to see the intensity when they come out at kickoff. I hope they lose the toss.
Defense.
And defense go on defense first. They shut them down and they make a statement.
All right, we're going to take a break now. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, and Brad Quast as we broadcast live from the pool at Harrah's right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Coming up on Monday's show, the NFL regular season is over. We'll discuss where the Eagles finished and the playoffs are now set. We'll dive into that. Sixers weekend, Flyers weekend, all that and more live at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Service is just that. Servicing Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Is your current vehicle out of shape? Its overall appearance not so great? Need a New Year's resolution? Matt Black Mitsubishi has your solution. Bring any trade to Matt Black Mitsubishi and drive home in a brand new Mitsubishi. Like the all-new 2023 Mitsubishi Outlander with 0 down and 0% financing. A 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty for the price of most used cars and 0 down and 0 interest. Plus, used car values are at an all-time high. Are you aware that your trade is worth more than you think? Why would you buy a used car or pay high interest rates? Get to Matt Black Mitsubishi and put 0 down and pay 0 interest for 36 months. Matt Black Mitsubishi keeps the rates low, and with our 4-day love it or leave it return policy, you can't go wrong. Simply Matt Black Mitsubishi. Rate qualifications exist with approved credit. 2778 per 1,000 financed on in-stock 2023 Mitsubishi Outlanders. Not all will qualify. Go to mattblackmitsubishi.com for complete details or call 844-946-2315. Price includes all costs to be paid by consumer except for licensing, registration, and taxes. Expires 1/31/23. Matt Black Mitsubishi in the heart of Glassboro for 30 years.
The new year is here. Time for a change. Start a recession-resistant new career in the high-demand IT field with My Computer Career. In just months, already in IT? Build your cybersecurity skills and prep for thousands of open positions employers nationwide are desperate to fill. Attend classes live online or on campus, and financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill. Make this your year. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. That's mycomputercareer.edu.
With the holidays approaching, M&S Produce Outlet in Egg Harbor Township has it all for you. Whether you're looking for fresh produce or a variety of grocery items, M&S Produce and Deli Outlet has you covered. They also have a full-service deli offering Dietz & Watson and Boar's Head brands. Open 7 days a week. M&S Produce Outlet on the Black Horse Pike in Egg Harbor Township. Check out mnsproduceoutlet.com for great weekly specials. That's mnsproduceoutlet.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Pool at Harrah's in Atlantic City for the NFL Sunday Splash. It's The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, Brad Quast as we get you ready for Eagles football. The 3-13 Eagles against the 9-6-1 New York Football Giants. A win for the Philadelphia Eagles today. They secure home field advantage, and they get a bye in the first round. It's a very important game for the Eagles today. We're all excited. Carlin's going up to the game. What, I said 3-13?
Yeah.
I meant 13-3. Did I say
We know what you meant.
I know what I meant.
We know what you meant.
All right. Let's go, Birds. All right, right now I want to bring in one of our sponsors. He's been sponsoring the Scott Grayson Keys to the Game segment. Mike Brill, welcome into the locker room. And first of all, I want to thank you so much for being part of the show and sponsoring that segment. But we've had a great time all football season long with the Keys to the Game with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News.
Awesome.
And if you need a gunite pool at the shore, he's the guy to go through. Brill Pools.
Pool?
Gunite.
Yes, gunite.
Gunite. He does all the pools at the shore.
All right. So you want my prediction?
So wait, before we do that, you
sorry.
went to Clearview High School.
Clearview High School.
Did you play a little ball down there?
Well, I was a wrestler.
The Van Bulls are wrestlers.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
But you're a big Eagles fan.
I'm a big Eagles fan. Absolutely.
All right, Mike Van Brill. Now listen, you've heard my concern.
Yep.
Do I have a reason to be concerned?
I agree. I think it's going to be a sloppy game with a lot of field goals.
A lot of mistakes, right? Because they haven't been in sync for the last 3 weeks.
I don't think they're going to sync well on offense, and I think it's going to be a lot of field goals on both teams. I think it'll be like 27-16.
27-16.
He's smarter than he looks.
Well, he's wicked smart. Yeah, he's like Rain Man when he wrote this.
No, but all these guys, like, it's been the last 3 last 3 weeks, everybody's like, oh, it seems like overconfident. And then like today's like, they got this, no problem. I don't see it.
I don't either.
I think they're going to squeak it out. But you say
they
what?
Squeak it out, and they're not going to cover.
So are you?
What did you say? 27 what?
27-16.
27-16.
So few field goals.
So he's going to the sports book right now, and he's going to take the 14. Going to take the 14.
Yeah.
Mike, as always,
that's actually at 16.5 right now.
Oh, is it really?
Mike, we really appreciate you. I want to thank you so much for being a part of the show.
You're welcome.
All right, there he is. Mike Van Brill says 27-16 Eagles. They don't cover. Brad Quast, your turn.
All right, I'm guessing. Okay, so here's what I'm guessing. I think they struggle at the first quarter, both teams. I'm guessing Eagles 28-14. 28-14 Eagles.
28-14 Eagles.
So if the number is correct,
28-14.
Take the points.
All right, Mike Carlin, Mr. Confident,
Take the point.
Mr. SEC, Mr. Dallas Cowboy.
Yeah. What else?
Stop.
He's like probably Alabama fan.
I'm not worried about today, guys.
Okay.
I think I'm hoping this is one of these games at
He's
halftime. You know it's over.
Yep.
Halftime, it's over. This game. Okay.
What are you picking?
Fourth quarter starters aren't in. It's going to be 30-13, and I see a late touchdown in the second half by the Giants to just give them 13.
30-13.
30-13.
So you say 30-7, but then they score a last touchdown and miss the extra point. All right.
We
Mike Carlin.
have someone from the stands here.
Well, then why don't you go ahead?
Denise Klein, who's an Eagles fan, and we need a score.
Hi, Denise.
28-10 Eagles.
28-10 Eagles.
She's on my 28-10.
28-10 Eagles.
Okay.
Like the confidence. Josh Henning, you chime in because, you're part of the show as always. And it's important what you say.
Is it?
To me, it is. I value your opinion.
I do, Josh.
I do too, Josh.
So what my Eagles pick? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, the score. Yeah.
I'm only doing 20 different things here. I'm just going to go with Eagles 30-10.
30-10.
Davis Webb is playing, and the Eagles need to win the game. So,
all right, ready for this? So, as always, I watch every week to see.
Yeah, who?
The benefit of going last, I get to evaluate all what you guys all say, and then I get to look at it, make the evaluation, and since I'm worried and listen to you guys, hearing everybody else, I like what Mike Van Brill says.
Yeah.
He said it's going to be sloppy.
Sloppy.
They're out of sync because Jalen Hurts hasn't played the last 3
Okay.
weeks. I think the Eagles are going to limp this game. They're going to make some mistakes, but in the end, they win a close game. They win this game 23-14.
So you're okay.
23-14. But they do it. They score a late touchdown.
Oh, late touchdown.
And
Late
they're going to make
backdoor
a
cover.
sweat. They're going to make a sweat.
Okay. All
A
right.
couple field goals involved here, but other than that, I think the Eagles do squeak this game out, Mike.
Okay.
Carlin.
Listen, I told you from the beginning of the game, beginning of the show, the Eagles win this game. We rest next week, and let's get ready for the first round, okay, in 2 weeks. And thanks, Denise, for coming up out of the stands. It's not easy to do, and you gave a good score there.
Nice,
I like
Denise.
it.
Way to go, Denise.
All right, last words, Q, man. And we got a few minutes left of the show.
Last words
Well,
on
last
what?
Words.
So
Give me your final thoughts.
my final thoughts on what? Life or the Eagles? Okay. No, Eagles. I think they're going to win the game. The fans will be happy. I hope they get behind them early in offense and be healthy. I hope they come out healthy.
So that's just stay healthy.
Stay healthy.
That's
today.
it.
Let's get a week off, and let's get ready for the playoffs.
Stay
All
healthy.
right, I want to thank the Eagles for
Great job.
having us here all season long. We've had a great, wonderful time. This is the place. NFL Sunday Splash has been fabulous. Great place to watch football games. Thanks to yesterday's the regular season game down there. That was fun.
Yes, sir. And Chuck did a great job there.
Chuck's awesome. Yep.
Enjoy the rest of the game.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Thanks for making the locker room part of your Sunday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the NFL today. Come on down to the pool. We'll be here. It's the locker room with Billy Schweim, Brad Quast, and Mike Carlin right here on 97.
Let's go, Birds.
Go, Birds.
This is the radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. The Eagles